What's going on, guys? It is November 5th, 2024. I'd like to give you guys a tour of the property, explain my thought process of, what I want to do here, where I want this property to be at, what I want it to look like in the coming months, the coming years, and so on. So really excited. I got a ton of ideas. Be able to just kind of start chipping away at it and document the whole process and have you guys here along with me on the journey. So let's get into it. Alrighty, guys, ignore the dead grass here in my yard. It has been a busy couple of months and we've had no rain. But here is the look for my driveway. We'll start with, let's get out of the sun. Start with that. Start with this baby right here. Just a little tool shed here. Let's open her up. Nothing too special. Just a well-built tool shed. Got some shelving, a little bit of gardening stuff, some stuff for the chicks. We got this puppy. This was a Facebook market find. She runs beautifully. Some shelving, workbench area. Got electrical run to it, which is sweet. Kind of a shady setup, but she works. Can't complain. All right, this next spot is going to be where we're going to spend a lot of time this winter. It is the garden area and the chicken coop. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, why are you going to spend a lot of time in the garden during the winter with all the snow? Well, I'll tell you. I have no idea. Here she is. So we got a couple of raised beds here. You guys can probably see this a little bit better now. Yeah, a couple raised beds there. This was the one we grew out of this summer. Got the cover crop down, so we were, grew a ton of veggies out of this. Had a ton of production. It was pretty great. Couldn't ask for a better first year. Okay. Yeah, they want to be on camera. Another bed here. Threw a couple of perennial strawberry plants in it. A little bit of rye, cover crop, can't hurt. Chickens love eating it, as you can see. Yep. They're scared of their own shadow. They just kind of run around, do their thing. Yeah, a couple more beds here. Another cover crop of rye. Some flowers that were already here. I just kind of let the bees do their thing. We're growing tomatoes here. Got this somewhat fenced off. Not really sure exactly what I want to do because the fencing isn't stopping anything from coming in here. Considering there's a huge gap there and no door there. So not really sure the purpose of it. It's a cool look, but so there was another bed here. Got rid of that. I wanted more space here in the middle. Little compost area. And like I said, I started working this fencing across the back and then the funds ran out, so couldn't buy any, didn't have any more chicken wire to finish off the wall here. So this is my setup. And then here is the chicken run / coop / shed deal we got going on here. Just a little coop here, or I'm sorry, a little run. Got the chickens eating the scraps, some pumpkins and whatnot. A little automatic door that's been giving me fits lately. Yeah, nothing too crazy. It's a pretty well built coop and run. And you got this shed that needs some siding. But this thing was apparently in the back of the woods, back of the property, and the guy before me just pulled it out of the woods and threw it on some blocks. But I'm just using it for stuff, a little bit of storage. Got the chicken feed in here, some extra lumber here, hose, all that stuff. Little dead head for you, half of a dead head. But yeah, not too shabby. We had a robin up there this past summer. She spent a lot of time in there, but haven't seen her since. So she's on to bigger and better things. As far as the coop goes, this thing was built beautifully. See it here. Not too bad. Open her up. Yep, there she is. Yeah, and that door ain't quiet. Not too bad. It's a chicken coop. We got the laying boxes. Got the food here. Got the water set up. And my buddy just added electric in here, so we got power. Got some lights, got a little outlet there. Can't complain. They're happy. Yep. You can see Mr. Eric over there. He's, who the hell's in my house? What's up, bud? So stepping back, this is the front and side of the coop and run. And this is probably my favorite feature. I'll tell you, this thing is built well. Slides right open, got the laying boxes right there. And they are not laying yet, clearly. A little too young still, but that is super convenient, so I don't have to crawl into that coop and collect them by hand. And the property goes probably about 30 yards that way. There's an opening where the next property starts and goes all the way down to the street over there. So we got this whole little stretch of woods. Goes all the way back there. And then the same thing goes all the way across the front, squares off, and goes straight back that way. So it's basically a huge rectangle. Yeah, so we sit on about 6.5 acres. You know, as far as the garden chicken coop area, you know, right now I got 5 hens, 1 rooster. And the coop is plenty big for them right now. The garden area, you know, I go back and forth on it. I think my goal is to probably expand it for next year, the following year. What I really want to do is I want to fence off an area for the chickens to be able to free range. That's probably my biggest goal for this year, is because, yeah, I can garden, I can do what I got to do out of my few beds, but you know, chickens, they're alive for a couple of years. You know, they're laying for whatever it is, 3 to 4 years, and I want them to have the best life possible and produce the healthiest eggs possible. So I'm going to do everything in my power to allow them to free range without, you know, losing them to predators. So right now they just kind of go out when I get home, and I let them back in at night when I remember. As far as goals go, that would be one of my main goals for this year, is going to be fencing off an area over there for them to be able to safely free range. Yeah, so that's that. So pretty much the rest of the property, as far as that way goes, is just woods. It kind of goes up and then it plateaus and slopes down that way a little bit, slopes down that way, but there is a, you know, the majority is just flat back there, up on a hill and flat, which is great. In the short term, you know, I do want to manage that forest for, you know, improving the local native habitat for wildlife. Honestly, it's pretty much just trees back there, covered, closed canopy, nothing's growing, it's just pine needles on the ground, and you know, that's not really what we want. So this winter I'm definitely going to spend a few weekends there with the chainsaw, just dropping trees, letting sunlight hit the ground, and then seeing what grows. But that alone is going to it's going to transform the whole backside into, you know, everything I want. You know, I want local native habitat instead of, you know, this crap, just trees growing. We're going to drop those suckers. You know, something closer to this. This is pretty extreme. This is a pretty heavy cut. You know, if you turn that to this, But all this local brush, you got raspberries and blackberries that grow up and little saplings and whatnot. That's what you want. You know, that's what the birds and the bees and the deer and all the other wildlife, that's what they want. You know, they don't want these open, you know, understory, nothing growing. It's all dead. Nothing lives under there. You need sunlight. Stuff needs sunlight to grow and to thrive and to be alive. But yeah, there's really no point in me walking back there because it all looks the same. But trust me, once I'm back there dropping trees, you'll see it. But as you come through here, start heading back towards the house. This is still my property here. Like I said, just kind of straight shot that way. And as you can hear, I live next to a local gun club, so you hear a gunshot here and there. It's just that. And this is probably my favorite tree on the property. This old hemlock. I mean, it's all hemlocks here, but this guy's just old and stands out. And he's just beautiful. I wake up and I look at that tree every morning. So this is the back side of the property. Or I'm sorry, back side of the house. A little fire pit there. Got the shed, coop, garden, yard, back side of the house. So, walk you guys over to the barn. Built with, who knows if this is actually the case, but I was told it was built with wood from the property. Trees cut down and milled, built this barn, pole barn. This is where all my wood is being stored right now, currently. Neighbor let me borrow a splitter, so that's been super clutch. Saved my back. Still have some splitting to do, as you can see, but got a stack of wood, and then more wood. So the way they built this thing is, originally before the barn was here, there was just a bunch of dog kennels. He had, I believe he had either sled dogs or something. I don't know what he had, but he had dogs here. You can see the old fence posts. He had fence posts for the kennels, and then they poured the slab, and then they built the barn around the slab. So, you know, it's built well, except for the fact that they just buried these posts in the ground, and they wrapped them in plastic, but some of them are like that, rotted to shit. So can't complain. Never have enough storage. Back side of the house, I'm not going to show the house too much, but happy with the way everything's turned out. Like I said, there's a lot of little things that I want to work towards, a lot of big things that I have in mind, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself because then nothing ever gets done. One thing at a time, chipping away at small things. Oh yeah, this little fire pit. This is a cool little add-on. Forgot to mention. Nothing crazy, just little fire pit here. Got some landscaping during the summer. This is just all beautiful perennial landscaping. A couple cherry trees here that did not really do too well this summer. Little fire pit. Give you guys one more shot of the property here. Yeah, if there's anything I missed, obviously you guys wouldn't know, but if there's anything that I didn't cover enough or anything you guys want to see or hear more about, just leave a comment down below, and I will do my best to bring you guys what you want to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's time to get to work. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and stay tuned for more. Appreciate it. See you on the next one.